Hey everyone, welcome back to Vinyl Review. This is a special episode, or a big one, because we're going over the King, Elvis himself. Now this is known as the Gold Album, which comprises of 30 hits, 30 number one hits from the UK and the US. And, well, it's the only Elvis album I have. Now Elvis didn't actually, and if you count like a proper studio album, like say the Beatles albums from the same era, Elvis only ever released one studio album, but he was obviously more of a singles guy. And what can you say about Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll? Um, but I mean, this is great. It's nice and shiny. I don't know what the fabric's called, but it is nice and shiny with that beautiful chin. And then there's a great write-up for the gatefold, which goes over the two. I can't read these. I swear. To compile 2 LPs of Elvis's number one hits is a musical delight. To limit it to 80 minutes is a headache, and to look at the list didn't make it close to a heartache. I can't read. Seriously, we have chosen to select number ones from the official US and UK pop charts and debate on what counts, but what doesn't becomes somewhat clouded when comparing completing. Alright, that's just gonna go on. But what the hell is. Okay, oh, hang on. People are gonna get pissed off at me. This one, side C and D, is not in a sleeve, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to put this in a sleeve. But, I mean, the label is quite nice and basic, but they are just black vinyl, so I won't be getting the other one out. But this is one of my most, if you can't tell, it's one of my most played records. I love Elvis. I love the sound, especially his earlier sound. The rock and roll era Elvis is just fantastic. I love a lot of this. So, right. Side 1, or LP1, is more 50s and 60s Elvis. And then LP2 goes into Las Vegas chubby Elvis. But, that's not fair. Oh, anyway. Starts with Heartbreak Hotel, which is a really great song. And then Don't Be Cruel, ooh, it's a great song. Hound Dog, one of the most famous songs of his and amazing. Love Me Tender is great. Too Much, I love it. I'm All Shook Up is great. I fucking love that song. Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear, it's a fantastic song. And then side 1 ends with Jailhouse Rock, which is just brilliant. I love the guitar riff to it, and I love the sort of the vibe. I can definitely get up and dance to that, you know. Don't is great. Side B starts with Don't, and then we have Hard-Headed Woman, Soft-Headed Man, and then One Night. Side B, track 3 is One Night, which in my mind has Elvis's best vocal performance, at least found on this album anyway. He kills the vocals, just brilliant. You cannot complain. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I, which is a great song. 5, we have Big Hunk of Love, is a great song. 6, Stuck on You, is great. And then 7, side B ends with It's Now or Never, which is beautiful. I love it. So then LP2, as I said, it gets more into the later years of Elvis. So we have Are You Lonesome Tonight, which is beautiful. But I say that, but Elvis himself, I don't think he really... I think it's Are You Lonesome Tonight he didn't like, but because there's a laughing version, which is a version of the song. You can tell Elvis just found it so... He was laughing. I can't explain it to you. Go and listen to the laughing version of Are You Lonesome Tonight. Or it might be Can't Help Falling in Love. Sorry, I can't remember. But it's one of those two songs. And Elvis tries to sing it. It's obviously in the recording session. He just bursts out laughing across the whole track. You can't help it. It's just... Wooden Heart is great. I like the German ad-libs. Surrender, Marie's the name of his latest flame. Do 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 do. It's a really great song. Can't help falling in love. One of the best love songs of all time. Uh, Pardon me. Right, slow down. Yeah, I'm not trying to rush these. I'm just a bit antsy today. You know, I'm a bit tired and brain. Now I've lost myself. Good Luck Charm is a fantastic song. She's Not You, which I can relate to, but that's brilliant. And then Return to Sender. Now I'm going to say something really controversial. So I'm this is controversial. Return to Sender is my favourite Elvis song. And I think it's the best Elvis song. Just because of the groove and the way he sings it. Return to Sender. I'm not going to sing it, but it's amazing. You're the Devil in Disguise. Love it. Brilliant. Crying in the Chapel is beautiful. In the Ghetto is one of his best songs. I love that. It's a very beautiful story, you know. And obviously, me being British, I can't really talk about it, but Suspicious Minds is fantastic. The Wonder of You, which is a live version, and it's brilliant. Burning Love is fantastic. And Way Down. Way Down has the end of Way Down is a great track with a great 70s groove to it. But I believe, I don't know whether it still does, but back in the 70s it had the Guinness World Record for the lowest vocal note hit. I believe it's the bassist at the end of the track. You can hear him, he really sings it does, of course it sounds low. And it might not still, it might have been beaten now, but 50 years ago, that was the lowest note ever hit on a song. And then the album ends with a bonus track, A Little Less Conversation, the JXL Radio Edit remix, which, I read that A Little Less Conversation came out in the 60s, but it wasn't a hit. It was one of his flops, and it didn't really do very well. And then in the early 2000s, they remixed it and re-released it, and it was a big hit across the US and UK, which is fantastic. It's a great song. But yeah, there's obviously so much more I could talk about with this man, but we should move on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time, where we go over Elliot Sumner, something like that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.